I am connecting two sources of data. That is, as the guys believe now, essentially and I think this is good to think about in the tool stack. That's probably a good way to see this. Most of my most of my okay, let me tell what's happening over here. I'm in a conversation with, and I should have defined in the SciPoc model that is a supplier input process. First of all, if you stay until the end, you'll understand how to connect PushPress, that is think about the system where people log data, where students come in, people come in, they go to the job, and then the overall process repository. Okay. And I think and one thing that I missed in there was against each one of the business process, and I'll see where you are, guys. Check this out. I'm becoming better at showing stuff out. The overall processes in here. Think about student life cycle, lead to trial enrolled, retained alumni. So lead, this is done in mostly in GOI level, trial GOI level, enrolled. It's PushPress, retain PushPress, alumni, PushPress, and then goes back to I level. Grow for marketing, all of these things is done in GOI level with Facebook behind and all that. But you can drill in. This is pretty cool because it allowed like now you can start drilling inside the processes. And the same thing. So one thing that this is missing is the tech stack. This is definitely, and plus in here, we've got all the tasks that are, I've got a ton of tasks open. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do. So, and you might ask, why am I doing these today? Well, because I need to advance things. So the objective is to go and this is what I'm looking at, fixing weak flow and show up, weekly content engine, 6 weeks. This is part of this goal, okay? And then I'm going to move back to fix lead flow and show up because this has to do with not only lead funnel tracking, SMS reminder. It's a combination of these two things, okay? So might need to revisit priorities. Okay, so now that you know where the business processes are, the whole key metrics need to be updated. They are not. Man, this needs to start showing up real data. So there's a lot of things that need to, I would say, need to start building it. So, and I'll put another episode because we just did this tremendous testing today. And it's part of the step-by-step build-up of architecture for an AI model to become me and all the other coaches over there. But that's, we have to go one step at a time. So now that you know where, well, I'm working on, let's go. Okay, update the data. So I believe So can you open another task dash agent to start mapping out the tech stack per process? Because this should have been there. So, I mean, each process has a specific tech stack, and it's not there. Then let us get back to connecting push press. Think about this is where I've got all the student attendance, all their beginning, even financial data. Financial meaning when do they pay, what's the program, what we should be doing. And then we need to connect in here. I think the tracking system for belts, because we did that belts today, and I've got the task to come in here and say who passed and all of that, and attribute the data, put diplomas. It's pretty cool, to be fair. Push press and the feed of data. And then you will see this week me buying a giant screen, so very specific things. Very specific things. So okay. So one, the dashboard needs update. So that real numbers come in. And I do want to start building the automations, not only every week I'm here download from push press. This is what happened. And key important need is that the tech stack for each process inputs and outputs was not mapped. It is like not knowing from where the data schema. I think this is the right schema is built on. Two. Let's see what Claude talks about this. So I did that like 15 enrollments in March. That was pretty cool. I didn't have like a zero enrollment form. That's not true. But it does mean that I thought a lot about things, but I didn't thought enough about everything that would be required. Now, still have this thing going on. This is the ads thing going on over there. And I believe I had another task. I had something really important, another important stuff. I had multiple things working on. This could be the problem. Okay, so this is an update to make sure that the student life cycle is better. And oh, it's already okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to open up a new. See, there's a lot of stuff that I need to learn from here. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it's to that this week. This could be the fact that since I do need to report on a weekly basis who have I enrolled. So, um, on another hand, when I enroll someone, the folks go on push press. So there's a lot of things to think about. But okay. So this is and I'm working on the background on checking data that is with Zapier. Zapier is the only thing that connects to push press. So, and I think the hard thing in here is to so if you don't know how to build Zapier, it's pretty straightforward to be fair. You start in my case, it pulls test the trigger self-defense for all. If there is someone coming in, then I think this needs to write some air, but I don't have Airtable. Cool. Oh, well, this is not gonna go well because I don't think I have an Airtable. Okay, I'm gonna give it access to my email account, or probably I have it already. So, huh, okay. Oh wow. Okay. Um. Hmm. I'm not. I could have asked this, but so what's the event? Okay. So I chose this. This is right now. New check-in. Select. I would need to check the event, right? That makes a lot of sense. Oh man. Fix an update or create a new one. I think this would make sense. And the base would be. The problem is that I'm winging it in here. Yeah, I'm winging this thing. It doesn't make sense. I need to structure the database. Yeah, I need to structure the database. I'm winging this thing. It's not automated. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. True. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I have already started with Airtable, so it's better to configure. Okay. No, let's use Airtable and work from JHL. Zapier, Airtable, here. See the amount of quirkiness that is, it's like, my apps, interesting. Well, I already have one, so I finally have one, so good. So I have no idea how this works, but I can build workspaces. Okay, so very soon I'll have other projects to go in, so that's interesting, right? I like this side-by-side view. So one more thing to the tech stack, but my first workspace. Yeah, I think this has some kind of can I rename this stuff? Okay, cool. And now how do I create things? Create? What about that? Oh, okay. So now it's what I need. We need the database schema coming from here. I think nothing. But the question is, what are all the data fields that are required? Okay. What are the data fields that because it's obvious that it needs student name, ID of when things happen, and then day of check-in. Well, a person can have more than one check-in. That could be a problem. But at least for check-ins, this would be solved if we're gonna have check-ins in here. So, but at least I'll have a full dashboard with weekly check-ins. I do have it in to be fair, everything push press, but it's another program. So I'm trying to put everything in one. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit. This is like the problem with this stuff is that everything is possible, and if everything is possible, if I don't come in here with specific things to do, and I already have a couple of them, so yeah, this is the concern. This is the concern. Let's see what's the recommendation here. What's the idea for them? Yeah, it's coming. It's pulling things out of Airtable. You know what? This could become much more easy if probably I decide later on to change the architecture and put everything in Go level. That would probably be better. Okay. Yep. contact ID, first name, last name, email, the phone, lead source, tags. Does this really need to have something from GoLevel there? Hmm. Yeah. Hard thing, right? This is the problem of making architecture on the fly. Like, oh, I want to quit. Oh, okay, let's solve. I think right now I want to solve one problem at a time. So I was working with Airtable. Okay, so I'll be doing what the thing said to do. Man, I know that, and if you probably as guys are looking at my screen. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm working on. So SD for all is where I want to build my thing, and I'm trying to pick up the MD. Could an agent do this? That would be cool, right? Oh, this is okay. Oh, and now these things are called apps. Look at it. So if you go to Airtable and you say create, it says build an app with Omni. What if I think that's exactly what I'm using. I'll copy this MD. Okay, so I'm gonna ask. Oh, man, this is so interesting, right? Well, step number one, copy and paste. Apparently, that's what the humans will do, and probably very soon. Create a table. No way. Yes, right. Oh, I think it did. Okay, let's go again. Okay. Create table and PP check-ins. Oh, It does help. I think it does help. Well, before it was, I think this is the same thing as what as many other things are. It's like a GPT, but still thinking. So I don't know if that's a good thing. Well, I feel like I'm the owner of the world in a way. Owner, like, of all these possibilities. Oh, three tables. Three tables, man. Why? Oh, I'm not doing it, so I should be. Okay, so just to understand this automation, I'm trying to understand what is this. Um, oh, it has built-in automations. I don't know what's going to happen with I think this is not a problem. It's got everything as some kind of agent that is trying to talk with another agent. So if I just want I can try to run the Zapier over here. Oh, okay. So apparently, no, I don't want this. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I got understood. You rename this thing, but okay. So I don't need this thing in here. Delete this table. I do have PP check-ins. What does it mean? Add a report. Start from add a blank table. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I think I got the thing. We're gonna call these. I think it's a record. And then each what is created. Oh man, there's just so much possibilities. Wow. Okay, people check-ins, people changes. Let's see what are the data fields in there. This is what I was trying to avoid. If I do this And there's the cancellation reason that's important that is filled in. Almost there. Almost. This does need a thing that is where do I attribute the type of data? Because it should have, right? It should have a thing that says this type of data is unless not an interface. It's a type of data. Type of data, man. Because now the name, you see, the problem is that now the name has more things than it should. Yeah, this is a bit quirky. It's gonna work because this stuff is so, all of these things are so robust. But if I like millions of members, I know this would mess up. I don't have millions of members yet, so that's what I'm talking about. Unless if no, okay. What can happen is that then the data, there is a mismatch of types of data. I don't know. Then for such as things would be like, that's very annoying, like that sidestep. Yeah, member ID is, I think it's, no, I don't know why they did. Because old status, it's also true, because this is status changes, yes. This is interestingly well done. Because sometimes people do one program and then move to another one, or they just go to pause, or they cancel. It's so curious because go level did and plan name. Yeah, I think this one is, I believe, to maintain the traceability between things. Okay. People check-ins, people stop to changes, and I'm going to stop in here because I do want to have something done today. If not, I'll keep on. Interfaces, forms, I don't even want to touch these. Appearance, page guide. Nope. All is good. And there should be a thing to rename. People. Data. I'm gonna skip this. this. Okay. And I do want to delete. Yep. Thank you very much. Okay, now this is connected. Next step is to talk with Zapier, for Zapier to start pushing things in. Okay, and always talking in here. Okay, so the check. Yeah, this is the boring part. If you don't like to configure this stuff, you probably need to buy something that has all the things. But I'm saving like $300 a month just on the fact that I don't have the second interface. Um, um, just oh wow, okay. This guy's an agent. Oh wow. Oh, this is very cool. This is very cool. Huh. Interesting, right? Um, integrations. What is? Okay, API key and database. Of course. How would I forget that? Okay. Yeah. When this would be the crazy things if something could do that for you. Yeah. Okay. Paste your output personal from avatar menu developer a personal access. Avatar menu developer a personal access token. That's going to be interesting to see. API, right? Yeah. Oh, no way. So, oh, okay. I shouldn't be showing you these, I think. Yeah, I should not be showing you this. You could be a mall. It could be a, I'm not saying, okay. This is the man. Yeah, this is what I was trying to do with Facebook, but it didn't work. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to stop in here because this is access to my private data, and yeah, And we don't have anything in there yet, but interesting. Ooh, my goodness. So it's everything that you want, right? Like something that connects the world, that connects with everything. And look, and that's it for today. I'm going to finish in here because I do have some secret work. I call it secret work to be working on. And it was a very long week, very, very long week. Tomorrow, I'll keep going at it. As always, trying to find what's happening with and I think my strategy for next week is this. I think I'm very positive. My strategy for next week is I'm gonna pick one thing and go up to the end to solve it, because I spent in here 42 minutes and I could solve a little bit of each problem and not the whole problem itself. So I haven't connected yet the student database. It's almost there, at least for the check-ins. So there's things still. There's a lot of things open, and that will be the objective of next week. So come in tomorrow and let's keep on working. Any questions? Subscribe to my channel, AI and My Business. Part of this series, I'll be launching other things out there. But most important, and I'm probably gonna have to go and address this in the Krav Maga world. We did a tremendous test today. This was phenomenal. What my students did today. So if you guys want to know more,